What's up, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel where I make videos about whatever I'm gonna talk about. If you chose to watch this video today, thank you. I appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Today, I want to talk about allowing yourself to grow. We all gotta grow. We all have to evolve from, who we were, and you're gonna evolve when you get to who you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope this video helps somebody. Hope it motivates somebody. And yeah, the first thing is I would say is and this is all coming from my personal experience. Letting go of your old self. You have to let go of certain stuff that's no longer you, no longer part of you. You know what I'm saying? From 16 to 20, you go be probably the same person, but you go change. From 21 to 25, two different people. You can't even compare when you were 16 to when you 25. You go from, you know, probably everything being done for you. You might have a job, I don't know your situation or what your situation was, but by the time you're 25, you doing stuff all by yourself. For the most part, or should. You know what I'm saying? So but that's two levels of evolving, two levels of growth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes letting go that old person is a good thing. Letting that stuff go is good. It's never gonna be a bad thing. Like if you was the same person, if you in your early 30s now and you the same person you was when you was 15, that wouldn't even make sense. It wouldn't even be necessary. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just let go of your old self. The main thing that I really had to deal with when growing and also letting things go, accepting responsibility, accepting more responsibility. I've always been a responsible person. Like I've always had like a lot of responsibilities since I was a kid. Like I was just responsible. Like I had to do a lot of different things at a young age, right? Preteen, teenage years, like around there, and high school, whatever. But when you're an adult, it's even more. It's funny because we was all in a rush to get grown, all in a rush to do stuff, and what I'm saying, go places. Oh, I want to do this and do that, but it all comes with responsibility. You got to be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to handle it. A lot of mine came, when I was when I had my kid. I would say that for sure, because before then, in my 20s, like I could do whatever I want to do. You going where you want to go, spending money, time, and places, and all of that stuff. But then when you have a kid, you quickly find out like how it's not about you; it's about somebody else. So all that time and energy you spent doing this and that, it goes somewhere else, and your focus also goes somewhere else in that, and it's part of growth. I seen it happen. Yeah, I seen it happen to myself. Now I'm not perfect at all, like and sometimes I'm a big kid. Sometimes that's just how it is, But accepting responsibility and realizing like, it's always gonna be responsibility, like forever. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever not need to be responsible until like you in your late elderly years. Even then you probably gonna have stuff to still to do. But yeah, the next thing is accepting others. That's different from you. Accepting places that you're not accustomed to. Because if you come from a certain world, you're gonna be like your environment shapes you. How you talk, how you dress, how you whatever. Your environment shapes you is a huge part of like who you are. But you have to allow yourself to see things from a different viewpoint. You know, because somebody might come from a different walk of life that you came through. You know what I'm saying? So they might not understand your perspective. They might not understand who you are. But I feel like when you growing you your eyes get open to that, and you just accept things for what they are, accept people for who they are, because they might come, their world is might be completely different from yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of growth. That's part of growth is opening your perspective, opening your eyes to, the world is bigger than, where you live. The world is bigger than where you grew up at, all of that stuff. Yeah, I would say that that's definitely a huge to my growth. Like I could be a certain kind of way sometime, but I also understand that, you have to tone it down sometimes. Sometimes you got to turn it down. You feel me? You don't need to be, you don't need to be that old person. You don't need to be that old version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of go into my next point with perspective. It's really all on perspective. It's how you look at things, how you process stuff. I'm not always right. I don't always make the right decisions or made the right decisions, but perspective is, to me, looking at something, assessing it, and assessing it properly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be right, sometimes you could be wrong, but it's part of growth because you understand. Like, for example, when you was a kid and somebody tripped and fell, it was funny. It was hilarious, right? You might roast that person, and you know what I'm saying, it leads to something else. And you might really hurt somebody. They be like double hurt because of that. But when you get a little bit older and you see somebody trip and fall, it's not as funny because you understand empathy, you understand feelings, right? You understand that, like, dang, this could have messed up that person's day. They could have been on their way. They could have might have had to have been somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It messed up their whole situation. You just your perspective changes when you grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was the same childish little kid laughing at somebody like that, that'd be, that's out of pocket, that's out of line. So just it's all on perspective, y'all. And my last point really is really no last point, because I feel like it may be a part, two, maybe three of this kind of video, because who I am today, 2 years from now, this 2022 and 2024, I might be a completely different person. Might be at a whole different part and point in life where, I learn other things. You gonna, whoever watching this video, you gonna go through them same changes. You know what I'm saying? So it's really allowing yourself to be that person when you need to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you are in 2022, you might not be that person in 2024. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy life, but embrace growth. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to make the right changes. You know what I'm saying? And I hope this helps somebody. Hope this motivates somebody. Tell me your story. Tell me, parts of life where you grew, where you had to grow, where you had to learn. Sometimes life forces you to do that. It forces you to grow and learn. If not, then what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, till next time, peace.